Next question is from Aaron Mercer. And the question is, which of the three methods that you listed preserves the most nutrients? I guess she's referring to canning, freezing,
Freezing and
fermentation,
drying.
or drying.
Yeah,
Okay, canning,
right.
freezing, drying. I've read
Yeah.
that the time under extreme heat or pressure when canning can destroy a lot of nutrients. Is there any safety or nutritional difference between steam canning or water bath canning? It's a separate question. So let's start with the
Yeah.
first one first.
Okay. I did, generally people say heat's going to destroy vitamins. So I refreshed my memory on this and did some research. And let's start out by saying, if you are preserving the food when it is fresh, it is quite possible you will have more nutrients than if you buy something in the grocery store that has been there for a week, because fresh food over time will also lose vitamins and minerals.
Right.
Now, I was going, yeah, right here it is. It's always nice to have your notes. There are certain nutrients that really are not affected by food preservation. Minerals are going to maintain their mineral. They're
Right,
not going to change.
calcium, magnesium, stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Protein is not going to change. Fat and carbohydrates are not going to change. Fat soluble vitamins don't change very much. Vitamin A, a little. In fact, some nutrients are increased when you add heat. For example, some forms of vitamin A are released from the food when it is heated or cooked. And I just had a mental blank. It'll come back to me at some point. Vitamin C is reduced somewhat by heat. It's heat sensitive, and thiamine and riboflavin are somewhat heat sensitive. Those are two B vitamins. Some of the other B vitamins are stable to heat. And some places you'll find it'll say that canning might destroy up to a third or even a half of vitamin A and C. But other places, their research hasn't indicated that it's that much of a loss. And over time, if you have something in storage for a year, there's going to be more loss than if you have it in storage for a month.
Right.
Time just is one of those other factors.
Right.
But our preserved food is nutritious.
Right.
Just the same as buying food in the store.
All right.
It's nutritious. So I would not be too concerned about the nutritional value. I came across some research indicating canned foods maintain their nutritional value better than frozen foods, and much better than dried foods. Well, dried foods are exposed to, maybe it's a low temperature, but to temperature and air.
Yeah.
During the drying process, and probably exposed to a lot of air in storage. And the frozen foods, there is some exposure to air in the freezer, We don't think of that, but there is. So it makes sense that canning probably maintains its nutritional value best. So
But
my general answer is, yeah, maybe there's some loss of nutrients, but not that much.
right. Yeah, well, I mean, often I'll get these sort of comments from viewers because, I eat a lot of my vegetables cooked, and they say you should have them raw and that sort of thing. But my counter argument is always, if you'll eat more because it's cooked, then if there's a 10% loss, but you eat twice as much, because just because there's a loss doesn't mean there's nothing. So
Yeah,
let's say your
and
canned beans have less vitamin, whatever, but there's still something there. There's still, so just eat lots of beans and you'll be fine, sort of thing.
now, as I indicated, some may even be higher if they are cooked, like the beta carotene. And the one I didn't think of was lycopene.
I
in
thought
tomato.
I was going to suggest that because that's
Yeah,
tomato paste and that sort of stuff. Yes.
yeah, yeah. So tomatoes, you might lose some of the vitamin C from tomatoes, but you are gaining the lycopene, which is classified as one of the phytonutrients.
That's right. Well, and like how much, I don't know how much vitamin C you need a day, like a quarter of a lemon or something, like a lemon wedge is basically like, like you need vitamin C, but you don't need bucketfuls.
Half cup of orange juice.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you don't need you need vitamin C, but you don't need bucketfuls and bucketfuls. You just need a little bit every day and you'll be fine. And I think the other thing is people don't realize is that these things are found in places you wouldn't expect, right? There's like if you especially if you had a lot of vegetables in your diet, there's a lot of, there's a little bit of every vitamin and everything. It's just small amounts. But if you have like, it's not like the apple is the only vitamin C source. If you eat a potato, there's some vitamin C in there. And if you eat a broccoli, there's some vitamin C in there. And you have a kale, there's some vitamin, carrot has some. And, it might not be like the top vitamin C source, but all of those things have some amount of a lot of things, right? So,
well,
anyway.
it goes back to eating a varied diet and a variety of colors.
Yes, exactly. Hey, folks, guess what? I've started a newsletter at maritimegardening.substack.com. I'll be putting out one article a week. That's 52 articles a year. The articles expand on ideas that I mention in my videos and podcasts. And every article has a read aloud option, so you can just listen to me read it if you're busy doing something else. You can subscribe for $30 a year or try it for $5 a month and see what you think. It's a great way to help support everything I'm doing here. But hey, there's also free content too. So if you just want to read the free stuff, that's fine too. As always, get out there, get at it, have fun in your garden. Thanks for watching.